In this chapter, we are going to be discussing functions. So I want you to first of all create a new folder called chapter 8 and then create a new file called functions.py. So what exactly is a function? A function is a block of reusable code which performs a specific task. So you might not fully understand that right now, but as we take an example, you are going to properly understand what a function is. Now, before I proceed, remember that all through all what we've talked about, we always mentioned, inbuilt functions, inbuilt methods. For example, if I go to list methods, I always talked about list methods being inbuilt functions in Python. Now you are going to learn what a function is and exactly how to write your own function. So I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, I wanted to print out, like introduce myself programmatically. So I'll have three print statements. So the first thing I'll print is my name is Ayo. And then the second thing I'll print is, like my age, for example. I am, let me say 60 years old. And then the last thing I'm going to print is my occupation, for example. I'm going to print I am a programmer. Now, let's say, for example, I wanted to display this, like 5 times, or no, like let's just say 3 times, right? What I can do is I will copy all of that and paste it 3 times. So if I even wanted to display it 4 times, I'll have to paste it again. Now, once I run this program, you are going to see that, it prints it 4 times. But there is an issue here. The code is very, like it's voluminous, it's bulky. Now, what if we wanted to create a way to write this code once, but to run it as many times as we wanted? So we can use a function to perform that specific task. So in order to create a function, what I will first do is I will delete all of this and I will come to the top here. Now, in order to create a function, we first of all need to type the def keyword, which stands for define. So what it essentially does is that you are telling Python that you want to define or create a new function. Now, after typing def, you need to type in the function name. That is, what do you want to name this function? And I will just call the function introduce self, CRODUCE, introduce self. And then after typing in the function name, what you need to do is type opening and closing parentheses and put a colon in front of it. So this is just a simple way, or this is the exact way of creating a function. Now, what you then do is inside the function body, you then need to place all the code that you would like to execute. Now, since I want to execute these three print statements, I will just push them into the function body using the tab key. Now, what we have here is that we have created a function called introduce self, and all it basically does is that it has a block of code that just prints details about a user, the name, the age, and the occupation. So when I saved it, I want you to note what happens when I run the program. So when I run the program, you see that nothing gets printed out. So you might be confused. Why exactly does nothing get printed out? Now, that is because we haven't invoked or called the function. Now, in Python and in programming generally, anytime you create a function, the block of code within that function doesn't get executed until you invoke the function or call the function. Now, how exactly do you invoke or call a function? All you simply do is type the function name and then you type parentheses right there. So what you are telling Python is that, okay, I want you to run all the block of code or execute all the block of code that exists within this specific function at this specific point. So what I will do then is that I will come and run this file. When I run it, what do you see? It says my name is Ayo, I am 60 years old and I am a programmer. Now remember that we wanted to run this block of code 4 times. In order to run this 4 times, all we just simply have to do is paste this 4 times and it will definitely run. So once I run this, you can see that we have it running 4 times because we had called the function 4 times. So that is the idea of a function being reusable and being callable. It basically just means that you can define a function in your program and you can use it multiple times at different points in your program and it will still execute whatever block of code exists in it. And it is just a much cleaner and a much better way of structuring code because you can definitely agree with me that having this written once in one function and calling it, like as many times as you want is way better than having this block of code like multiple times. It looks neater, it looks better, and it's just a better structure to writing programs. So that is basically what a function is. Now, we had been talking about inbuilt functions earlier, and like string methods, string for inbuilt functions, list methods, which are also inbuilt functions. Now, one of the inbuilt methods that we had talked about was the dot pop for lists. Now, if we can actually go into this code to see what it is. So if you want to see it, if you're on VS Code, I want you to press your Control key and hover over it, and you can see that it's now um, I- underlined. So just click it and it's going to open the file where that function actually exists in. So you can see that the pop method is actually a function underneath. And all of this comes by default. So when you install Python, most of these or all of these inbuilt methods come by default with it. You can see the append right here. You can see extend, pop, index, count, and so on. So all of these are actually functions which were written by default in Python, which is why it is called inbuilt. But right now, we are learning how to write our own functions, which we can make use of in our programs.